Hello everybody and welcome back. I am Camp Christo and this is the Lubeck High as the Sky campaign. Let's do this thing. We're just letting a little bit of time go as we establish our wonderful trade league. Frankfurt is very nearly willing to join. That's excellent. Wait a minute, is there not a number of members of the trade league debuff? Maybe it only starts kicking in when there's more. If there's not, we're going to make a mighty freaking trade league. I'm sure there is though. It probably just hasn't kicked in. So Hamburg, welcome to the Trade League. Glorious. Now, do you have any, once we have a guy back, we come back from Frankfurt, do you have debuff from a number of people? They actually don't. That's very interesting. If that stays true, we're going to have a Trade League like you've never seen. There we go. Size of Trade League. It's once you hit 6, you start getting the debuff. Okay. Fair enough. But there we go. Trade League grown. If you're not familiar, a member of a trade league, if I show you, if I try and offer it here, every member agrees to transfer trade power. We get 25% of their trade power. Also, we get increased trade value modifier. Now that plus 75% is a little misleading. What I believe there actually is, in terms of the trade value here, if you let the month tick over, maybe it'll calculate. Or we can see it in this capital probably. Draw by birds, build costs. Let's let the month tick over and see if it calculates that out. Why do I have 7 merchants? I think that's a glitch. I think it's going to go away at the end of the month. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. I was a little concerned there. Okay, so this province, or is it only provinces not owned by? Yeah, I don't know how that works in terms of it saying it gives trade value modifier plus 75%. Multiplicative in provinces with trade by merchant republics. Trade value. I'm not seeing anything about that. Maybe it takes a while to calculate. We'll see. I believe that means if trading republics controlled 100% of the trade power in a node, then provinces in that node not controlled by the trading republic would have a 75% increase in value. Something like that. Not sure though. So, it is now going to be much harder to invite people, because unfortunately that side of the Trade League thing is a serious concern. Trade Leagues are great, by the way, because they are a defensive alliance. Now, I think we'll try improving relations with some of these guys. Where are you? Oh, it's worth noting, actually, anyone in this node we want to make sure we don't bother working on, because they're not important. You, let's try improving relations with you. Who's this? Bohemia, good. And Hoya, you joined already, didn't you? Yes. Excellent. Okay. Now, what's our force limit? We can go 1 higher. We can just about afford 2. Okay, let's go 1 higher then. And we'll see if we can smash these 3 guys. Are they guaranteed? No, just royal marriage. Royal marriage, okay. So we'll see what we can do to smash up these guys. Maybe we'll vassalize Lauenburg, but I probably want to show strength. Then once they're not eligible to be our rival anymore, then we'll vassalize them. They're building another guy. Oh no, that's me. I was briefly panicking. With 6 on 4, we should be okay. Lubeck is farmlands, which is great. Opinion map mode. I could do with the simplified terrain map mode in this area. Generally, I kind of know what terrain's what, but in Germany, there's so many of these freaking provinces. Quite a bit of flat land right up here in the north. That's good. That'll be very convenient. So do we drill a bit before we take this fight? Oh, mission fulfilled. What have I done now? Militaristic endeavours. Army equal or greater than 6,000. Land force limit of at least 6. 100%. Gain 10 Irish tradition. Nice. Punch above weight. Land force limit of 12. And army equal or greater than 12,000. Now, manpower is obviously disastrous. If we were to declare this war, we'd need... Oh, we don't have any nobles. Maybe we sit and wait for a while. So on court spending, I would like to have at least level 3, please. 0.3. It's going to take 0.3 a year to achieve that. That is amazing. Stability right now, growing at a very nice tick with a 50% bonus modifier. Aristocratic differences put aside. Extra discipline. Look at our bleeding disciplines. 117.5% already. That is crazy talk. Right, so income. We're making none from spoils of war. Alright, there appears to be something wrong with privateering, so we will just protect trade then. Let's see how much difference it actually makes. If it really is going to go from 1.6 to 2.3, that's a huge difference, so I won't regret the fact that we have to protect trade at all, but it seems very unlikely that it's actually that good. 2.08, that's very respectable, gotta say. Are we at our naval force limit, by the way? No, we're quite significantly under it. Well, that means not enough sailors. Not something you see a lot. Currently, you gain 5 a month and use 22. We're actually going to have sailor problems. That is crazy talk. By the way, the first idea we have is naval, which is not ideal. Not spectacular, but there is some good stuff in here. Naval maintenance is going to be good. What's the one I was okay about? Naval force limit's good. Colonial range is going to be useful because, spoiler alert, I think we're probably going to take colonial ideas because we're going to be, you know, very tall on the home continent. That doesn't mean we can't build an international trading empire. The limit to number of provinces by states applies only to Europe, or rather, only to non-trading company and obviously colonial area regions. So we are allowed to set up Ethiopia Charter and all that kind of stuff. Now, that works well because when you set up charter provinces, you know, in trade company regions, they cost a lot less to your education and court spending than if they were in your, you know, in your home regions, as it were. Right. Join my trade league? We're not going to be able to get them to join, I don't think. Not unless we can make them flip friendly, which we might be able to. If we get them up to 100 opinion. We'll see. Craftsmen abandon their workshops in Lubeck. No. What's the production skill here? 74.7? Come on. Come now. Growing by 0. Oh god. We need a there's so close. Well, we're going to spend the money to keep it at the highest, most profitable tier and just pray to God we can get a center of production built here. We're going to need 800 ducats to build a corporation guild, which is going to take us about 1 million years at our current rate of income. But we'll see what we can do. We will, of course, want to get some money off the burghers to allow us to do some buildings. A Jewish synagogue for Lubeck. I will take 5 ducats, absolutely. Might get some more Jews, but that's okay. We could expel them at some point and steal some cash. Oh, there's develop build cost. That's what it gives you. Is your construction cost debuff. Good. We'll take the corruption, that's fine. Burger corruption is skyrocketing. I imagine the burghers have all the privileges you can possibly imagine. Us being a trading republic, yes, they have a huge amount of stuff. We will definitely want to get rid of their one that gives them less manpower levied from the estate, because manpower is going to be a big concern. It has increased to luxurious court. That's actually a decrease. Don't mind the pop-up. Okay. I think this is going to be a really interesting campaign. I really look forward to seeing your suggestions and advice and stuff on how we should be doing it. Whether it's even possible, how we should go so ludicrously tall. One building that's going to be vitally important to the success of this campaign is going to be this one. The warehouse district. Doubles the city growth rate due to imported food. The traders are now in control, by the way. Cool. We're going to really need that imported food because otherwise we will starve by the fact that we're obviously not going to own very many rural pops. We're just going to own the big cities. So we will build big canals and things in the cities to help with that. But we will really struggle given that the areas around us are going to be, you know, still war ravaged and not getting their wonderful increasing levels of farming efficiency. Given their, you know, they'll be war-torn. So that's one reason we'll want to establish vassals around our cities so they can be safe, peaceful, and prosperous areas. And therefore, increase the amount of food they're producing. Just improving with Bohemia, that's fine. We could actually almost get an alliance with Bohemia. Fantastic. We should absolutely attempt to work on that. Ah, something I hadn't considered. Is anyone wanting to transfer trade to us? Almost certainly not, because I think the yeah, people being in your trade league counts as them transferring trade to you, and therefore counts as a debuff on the whether or not they're willing to transfer trade to you. Why is this warcog taking 1,000,000 years to produce, by the way? Maybe we've just been paused a bit too much. Don't know. I should set my attitude to Bohemia. I don't know if your attitude to them affects the AI's likelihood of having a positive attitude to you. But hey, it can't hurt, right? Yes, I'd love an alliance with you before you build a larger army and therefore dislike me. Our Diplo rep is pretty freaking good already. It's very nice. Oh, luxurious court. Really helping us out there. If we need to, we could try and get an advisor to help with that too. We're losing money. It's not great. Yeah, there's not much I can do. Oh, Imperial Free City. Right, we're paying tax to the Emperor. Quite a lot of tax to the Emperor. So I look forward to no longer being a free city. There we go. That bar, I think, was a bit bugged. Not filling up properly. No problem. So, do we go to war with Lauenburg? Have you got less allies? No. How about you? Who are you allied to? Some more distant people. We might be able to fight them one at a time if we attack them instead. Tempted to attack Wismar, Mecklenburg, Schwerin. I don't know. Instead. We shall see. We shall see. Why are you suffering attrition, good man? Just sitting there suffering attrition. Ah, because they are out of sailors. We need more land. Supply sailors to our mighty navies. We're not likely to do any naval landings in the near future, are we? We can get access through all these people. Who aren't our rivals anyway, if we need it. We should disband the trading fleet. But no, you only lose sailors from missions, not from just standing fleets, so it wouldn't make any difference. Flip friendly to me, Bohemia. If you'd be so good. -5, so we should be able to do it, just to improve relations. Well, actually, I'm not sure about that. We shall see. Don't know why our merchants keep spiking up, by the way, but it immediately fixes itself, so it's not a big concern. We're voting in favour of all the reforms, by the way. Many of these reforms will be very good for us, and I find it very unlikely that the AI is going to ever manage to get land free. If they do, we can just declare war on the Emperor later on and steal their and force them to revoke the reform. Seize them and their wealth. We've got 100 Republican tradition, so it only makes sense to take the cash in this situation, I feel like. Yes, as I thought, every 10 lost Republican tradition causes a massive 20% stability increase interval. That is terrible. Denmark just rivaled me. What? How did you manage to rival me, Denmark? Sverge is their rival, and hence would be willing to rival me, but we... Oh no, free cities cannot sign alliances except with other free cities. I did not know this, and they're at their alliance limit anyway. That is indeed a shame. We can only ally inside the Empire, or with dynastic fellows. How are you already at war with each other again, even though you already had the peace deal where Aquitaine gets all this land? Or maybe that was by war dynamism, I don't know. Looks like England's going to do well. Hopefully they'll go Protestant or something and they can help us out later on. There we go. Bohemia just made their purchase from Brandenburg. Is Bohemia solidly in for election? No, they're not. They haven't got a kid yet. So it's going to be either Saxony or Austria. And Saxony is currently the forerunner since prestige decides ties among non-emperor contestants anyway. Well, I guess it's time for our first war. They just disbanded a troop. Well, that makes that a very easy decision. Let's stop drilling. Let's go to war. Cry havoc. Let's slip the dogs of war. In our case, the dogs of commerce, for whom war is merely an extension of their trading policy. So, give me 10 prestige, why not? Places to worship. If at least 3 all owned provinces have temple. So we need to own 3 provinces and then we can get that mission done. Cool. Losing money right now. I expect to get some war reparations from these guys. We're going to do a lot of looting wars. We're going to do a lot of wars where the main aim is get people to force people to pay us war reparations. Our armies are going to be godly in this campaign because we're going to be so tall. We're going to have very high development, which is going to be great. We might even say it with hushed tones. Take a military idea. But I don't think it would happen until very later. Very later. Very much later. Dead hand of the church. We can take a religious scandal. I'm not letting church influence and therefore piety get any worse. Appropriate church property. Yeah, sure. We should probably focus something. We should almost certainly be admin points so we can rush that second idea group, which we probably want to be... it's just got to be culture. Or maybe plutocratic. Because it's got that yearly Republican tradition. Trade power's nice. Trade range is nice. Leaders is nice. It's all good. And remember, minus 40... How much piety do we get for taking plutocratic? Let's check. Minus 20. 20 less piety is plus 0.02. So actually taking piety gives us plus 0.12 Republican tradition. Because obviously we can stack that on top of the lack of piety. Of course, economic ideas would also be a great first pick. I think it's probably going to be... I think monarch points are not going to be a big issue because of our crazy Republican tradition growth rate. So I think I'm going to take economic first. Just get us that sweet, sweet cash. Trade efficiency especially, very nice. 10% trade efficiency is just a flat 10% increase in the trade income. It's actually not quite a 10% increase in the trade income. It's more like it's a 10%. It's 10% modifier on your base trade income, but let's say we currently have a bonus of 6%. So it's actually whatever 100 and it's whatever 100 divided by 106 times 0.1% is. You see what I mean? Because we're not going from 100 to 110. We're going from 106 to 116. I think that makes sense. Take the property by force. Church displeasure, religious scandal. That's fine. We don't have any unrest in the capital because it's the capital. God, there's a lot of autonomy and it's going up. What? That's crazy. We need to centralize a bit somehow. I guess stopping being a Hanseatic imperial city is going to help. We also have some cod. A small amount of cod. What? Not bad. Anyway, you. Invite to my trade league. No? He's in a PU now. Never mind. Anyone else? Anywhere close to joining my here trade league? Some people at 20. 20's not undoable. Let's try... Oops. Let's try having a words with Osnabrück. And someone else? We have so many diplomats. Just keep the Emperor's suite permanently. And yeah, we should improve with the Papal State. Just to try and avoid getting excommunicated for our deviousness with the Church. Okay, it looks like they've entirely spent their army. No, they've just fled from us. Damn right. So Lauenburg, I think it's time we went to war. Good man. It will be a humiliation war. We don't need to full call anyone. Let's do this thing. We're probably going to be almost evenly matched on numbers. I did forget to account for navy sizes, but I don't think we're going to have any problems there. You can go out and help blockade. We lost a ship, but we captured one, so you know it's a wash, really. I think I want to have these guys continue protecting trade, and we can just blockade with the transports. That should be fine. Burghers, should I demand stuff from you? Not really. I think we just want the burghers to get real loyal, so they pay higher taxes for now. Nice stack wipe there, of course. We'll immediately rush north and try and stack wipe these guys before they did that, preferably. We will heavily restrict looting. Offensive war, which gives no effects because we've changed it because it was ridiculous and stupid. You're getting 2 more men? 4 men out of a measly little country like you, Schleswig-Holstein. It's outrageous. Damn, we have to fight 3 at once. I was hopeful we would be able to take them individually. It's fine. We'll keep our men unconsolidated because we are going to fight with maximum width in this battle. They've raised up some estate levies too. How many have you raised? 4,000 up there. Wow. You've raised 5,000 men? You? Well, hopefully they don't come north. But they almost certainly will. Are taking a bit of a crossing penalty, or rather a terrain penalty up here, but that's not a problem. We will still veritably smash them. Not a problem. You, good sir, are just blockading it. That's good. You don't get sailors from your... Ooh, pragmatic sanction. Females can become emperor already. My lord. Marie, you are causing some movement. Oh god, that's bad. That's a lot of them. That is a lot of them. Well, they're coming at me in grasslands. Battle here will take place. It's grasslands, plains, there's no rivers. Probably consolidate. Hope for the best. We've got high discipline. Very high discipline. Let's make our discipline even higher. Oh, mission fulfilled. Mercantile advice. Have a banker or a master of mint. Yeah. Oh well, don't question it. Get some 5 more loyalty. Nice. 40% burger influence, 60% loyalty, and 40% state influence. So if we just quickly give them a little bit of inflation, we would accomplish that immediately. But I guess their loyalty is trending up. Oh, oh darn, they stop. I could have paused before taking this fight, but we need to before these guys recover, really. Wow, that morale debuff. I swear the morale difference wasn't that big a moment ago. It's going to be a close one. We've nowhere to retreat to. It's going to be very bad. We do have a 10% discipline advantage. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. Come on, good roll, good roll. Roll a 9. Ooh, 6 is good. 1 is very bad. But we're not retreating to Lubeck. That's okay, that's okay. We are repeating 1 tile, so morale's very low. They are immediately coming for us. This could be very bad. We may have to take, give war reps or something. Getting 20 Republican tradition. I wonder if I can keep this on screen until the next election. It's in December. We can't, darn it. Oh well. We can invest in a new idea and get some innovativeness. That's great. We are, of course, going to do what we can to crank innovativeness. Wait, that gave me more Republican tradition? No, it unlocked this, which gives us more Republican tradition. Okay. Please don't stack wipe me. Oh, thank God. At least now we're retreating across a river and they're going in the other direction. Aha, hello. You I might be able to beat. Oh, they're coming for us. I can't move yet. No. No, don't kill me. Grasslands. Good. I hope we can beat them up before these guys arrive. I'm not confident, though. We get there on the 18th. They get us on the 8th. Oh, damn it. Damn it! Well, that was a thoroughly unsuccessful war. We did get some power protection for declaring war on arrival, though. Dominant trader faction. We get extra merchant. Nice. Can we reach here? No, so I guess we're going to transfer from down here. Get 5% more trade power in the Hanse's area. We are behind, so we're losing innovativeness. That's okay, we can get that back. Well, that was a thoroughly unsuccessful war, as I said. We got some power projection and all the wonderful things that brings with it. But not great. Oh no, we can get up to 0.2 yearly Republican tradition, it looks like. Very nice indeed. Okay, not too bad. But yes, that was a little painful. We are, of course, building favours, so in 7 years we'll be able to call them to our aid. But hopefully, first and last war we will ever lose in this campaign. Fingers crossed. I will see you in the next episode where we will see what we can do to declare some slightly more successful wars. I did not expect 5,000 men from freaking Grotingen. But either way, thank you ever so very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit that like button. It helps out a great deal. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.